Means something to who? You had a career dad before the third comic book movie, before people started to forget who was inside the bird costume. You are doing a play based on a book that was written 60 years ago for 1,000 rich old white people whose real concern is where they go to have their cake and coffee when it's over. Nobody gives a shit. But you. And let's face it, Dad, you're not doing this for the sake of art. You are doing this because you want to feel relevant again. And you know what? There's an entire world out there where people fight to be relevant every single day. Things are happening in a place that, by the way, that you ignore and has completely forgotten about you. I mean, who the fuck are you? You mock Twitter. You don't even have a Facebook page. You are the one who doesn't exist. You are doing this because you are scared to death like the rest of us that you don't matter. And you know what? You are right. You don't. It's not important, okay? You are not important, so get used to it. You're always gonna have problems lifting a body in one piece. Apparently, the best thing to do is to cut up a body into 6 pieces and pile it up all together. Then, when you got your 6 pieces, you gotta get rid of them because it's no good leaving them in the deep freeze for your mom to discover it, is it? Then I hear the best thing to do is to feed them to the pigs. But you gotta starve the pigs for a few days so that the sight of a chopped up body will look like a curry to a fucking pisshead. They'll go through bone like fucking butter. You need at least 16 pigs to finish the job. So be wary of a man who keeps a pig farm. They'll go through a body that weighs around 200 pounds in about 8 minutes. That means one fucking pig, can consume 2 pounds of uncooked flesh every minute. Hence the expression, as greedy as a fucking pig. I have never done anything for anybody who couldn't do something for me. I lie in person and on the phone. I lie to my friends. I lie to newspapers and magazines who sells my lies to more and more and more people. I'm just a part of a big cycle of lies. I should be fucking president. I wear this Italian shit because underneath I still feel like the Bronx. I think I need these clothes and watch. My $2,000 watch is a fake and so am I. I neglected the things that I should have valued most. Instead, I valued this shit. I take off my ring to call Pam. Kelly, please don't blame her. I never told her that I was married. And if I did, she would have told me to go home. Kelly, I'm so ashamed of myself. I've been dressing as something that I'm not for so long. I'm so afraid that you won't like what's underneath. And here I am, just flesh, blood, and weakness. But I love you fucking so much. I love you so much. I take off my ring because it only reminds me how I have failed you. I don't want to give you up. I do not want to give you up. I want to make things better with you, but it may not be my choice anymore. Kelly, you deserve better. You deserve better. Well,
The boy is suicidal, Harry. He's a walking dead man. Keeps going on about hell and purgatory.
when I phoned you yesterday, did I ask you, Ken, would you do me a favor and become a psychiatrist, please? No. No, what I think I asked you was, could you go and blow his fucking head off for me? He's suicidal. I'm suicidal. You are suicidal. Everybody's fucking suicidal. We don't all keep going on about it. Has he killed himself yet? No. So he's not fucking suicidal, is he?
He had loaded a gun to his head this morning. I stopped him.
This fucking gets worse.
We were down in the park.
Let me get this right. You were down the park. Let me get this right. Not only have you refused to kill the boy, but you have stopped the boy from killing himself. Which would have solved your problem, which would have solved my problem, and which sounds like would have solved boy's problem.
That wouldn't have solved his problem.
Ken, if I'd killed a little kid accidentally or otherwise, I wouldn't have thought twice. I would have killed myself on the fucking spot. I would have stuck the gun in my mouth on the fucking spot.
But that's you, Harry. The boy has the capacity to change. The boy has the capacity to do something decent with his life.
Excuse me, Ken. I have the capacity to change.
Yeah, you do. You have the capacity to get fucking worse.
Oh yeah, now we're getting down to it.
Harry, let's face it. And I'm not being funny, I mean no disrespect. But you're a cunt. You're a cunt now. You've always been a cunt. And the only thing that's going to change is you're going to become an even bigger cunt. Maybe you'll have some more cunt fucking kids.
Leave my fucking kids out of it. What have they done? You fucking retract that bit about my cunt fucking kids.
I retract that bit about your cunt fucking kids.
Insulting my kids? That's going overboard, mate.
I retracted it, didn't I? Still leaves you being a cunt.
Yeah, I fucking got that.
Jonathan, do you know a man named Dean Erickson?
Who?
Dean?
No. I don't.
No? Says he knows you. Says he's a lawyer.
Lawyer. Does he look expensive?
Yeah, I guess.
What's the date?
15th.
The last week was the 8th.
Right on.
Oh, ooh. You're in trouble now.
Really? Why?
He's coming.
Who? Dean?
No. No. He's coming.
Who?
Just wait.
Jonathan, tell me who you are.
So much drugs. I can't think.
Tell me who you are. Tell me. You know I have access to your safety deposit box. I know what's in there. There's an envelope in a book. Tell me who you are.
Oh, you are a robber.
No, I'm your guardian.
You are my guardian robber.
Tell me who you are. Jonathan. Jonathan, tell me.
I am the worst mistake you will ever make.
Tell me. Tell me.
Cell phone.
Tell me.
You don't give me my cell phone. You don't let me out of this place. I have nothing to say.
Listen to me.
Nothing.
I control your drugs, your food, your comfort, everything. Me. Not you. Me. And I can make things very bad for you. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then have at it. You little crock of cunt. Have at it.
Oh, I sent you that play to read that my roommate wrote. It's got a great part in it for me. Did you read it?
Where the hell did you come up sending me your roommate's play for the star in? I'm your agent, not your mother. I'm not supposed to find plays for you to star in. I'm supposed to field offers, and that's what I do.
Field offers. Who told you that? The agent fairy? It was a significant piece of work. I could have been terrific in it.
Michael, nobody's gonna do that play.
Why?
Because it's a downer, that's why. Nobody wants to produce a play about a couple that moved back to Love Canal.
But that actually happened.
Who gives a shit? Nobody wants to pay $20 to watch people living next to the chemical waste. They can see that in goddamn New Jersey.
Okay, look, I don't want to argue about it. Okay, I'm going to raise the $8,000 myself. I'm going to produce it. I want you to put me up for anything. Dog commercials on TV, radio voiceovers. I don't care.
Michael, I can't put you for any of that.
Why not?
Because nobody will hire you.
What? No, that's not true. I bust my ass to get a part right, and you know I do.
Yeah, and you bust everybody else's ass too. That's what you do. A guy's got only 4 weeks to put on a play, and you think he wants to talk about whether Tolstoy can walk when he's singing, or walk when he's fucking dying, or talk when he's fucking walking?
Please, okay, that was 2 years ago. That guy was an idiot.
They can't all be idiots, Michael. You argue with everybody. You have got one of the worst reputation in this town. Nobody wants to work with you.
Are you saying nobody in New York is going to hire me?
Oh no, that's too limiting. Nobody in Hollywood wants to work with you either. I can't even put you up for a commercial. You played a tomato for 30 seconds and they went a half a day over schedule because you wouldn't sit down.
Yes, it wasn't logical.
You were a goddamn tomato. A tomato doesn't have a logic. A tomato can't move.
That is what I said! If he can't move, how is he going to sit down? George, I was a stand-up tomato. A juicy, sexy beefsteak tomato. No one sells vegetables like I do. No one. I did a whole evening of vegetables off Broadway. I was the best tomato. Best cucumber. I did a whole fucking endive salad. Knocked the critics on their ass.
Michael, I'm trying to stay very calm here. You are a wonderful actor.
Thank you.
We are too much of trouble. So get some therapy.
Okay. Thanks. I'm going to raise $8,000 myself. I'm going to produce Jeff's play.
Michael, you're not going to raise 25 cents. Nobody wants to work with you.
Oh, yeah.
So good to see you.
It's good to see you too. But Simon, I don't understand. You've been alive this whole time. Why didn't you come back?
Well, I just needed to be on my own, live my own life. And I did, and it's great.
We really needed you at home.
No one needs me.
Yes, we do. You are our leader.
Nick, we've been through this. I'm not the leader. Skylar is.
Skylar's selling off parts of the business.
What?
She's running it into the ground. Pay cuts, cheap materials, layoffs, anything she can do to make herself more money. Simon, if you don't do something, the business our family built from the ground up is going to be destroyed.
I can't go back.
Why?
You wouldn't understand it.
What wouldn't I understand?
It doesn't matter. Kiaro Tukoi.
What?
Kiaro Tukoi. It's something I learned out here. Look, sometimes bad things happen.
Simon.
And there's nothing we can do about them. So why worry?
Well, because it's your responsibility.
What about you? You're a part of the family. You take on Skylar.
Business wasn't left in my name, only yours and Skylar's. Don't you understand? You are our only hope.
Sorry.
What happened to you, man? You're not the Simon I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. You're right. You satisfied?
No. Just disappointed.
You know, you're starting to sound like our father.
Oh, good. At least one of us does.
Listen, you think you can just show up and tell me how to live my life? You don't even know what I've been through.
I would if you would just tell me.
Forget it!
Fine.
You are so ambitious, aren't you? You know what you look like to me, with your good bag and cheap shoes? You look like a rube. A well-scrapped, hustling rube with a little taste. A good nutrition has given you some length of bone, but you are not more than one generation from poor white trash. Are you, Agent Starling? And that accent, that accent you tried so desperately to shed. Pure West Virginia. What was your father, dear? Was he a coal miner? Did he stink of a lamp? And oh, how quickly the boys found you. All the tedious, sticky fumblings in the back seats of cars, and you could only imagine getting out, getting anywhere, getting all the ways to the FBI. Huh?